I'm also realizing as I upload some of these videos, if they don't do well, then I'm gonna have to resort to plan B, which is doing some really risky stuff. Well, good morning. I'm heading towards Salt Lake City. I'm starting to get really exhausted and tired. I'm just driving and filming and driving and filming and then trying to edit. I figure if I get to Salt Lake, I think I'm gonna hang out there for like 4 days or something, maybe longer. But I just want to spend somewhere where I can just chill out, catch up on my videos, and do some hikes and not have to worry about driving. With all this sitting and driving, I get pain in my spine back here. It's really bad when I'm driving. Eventually it kind of goes away, but I have to like drive with my head back like this, and sometimes if I hunch forward it feels better. It always happens after about 30-40 minutes, I don't know. So I think if you have a van life setup that's like a little bigger than mine, and you actually have a big water tank and a big battery and a big, you know, all that stuff, more food storage, then it becomes exponentially easier than just cramming myself like a sardine in my car here. Those are just some honest truths of traveling on the road. It's not all glory, glamorous. My leg's getting really bad with the pain with the stretching. It's getting kind of wound up. So I need to spend a lot of time at rest stops stretching my leg out. Piece of mango. It was at this point I was starting to feel run down in my road trip. The mountains in Washington were too soaked with rain, I hadn't bagged that many summits, and I'd been doing a lot of driving that was causing me back pain, and now I was dealing with mysterious problems with my hard drive and my video editing software. So I'm at the Marmalade branch. This looks like a very fancy public library. I ended up spending all 5 hours at the library just trying to fix this one problem before heading to bed. The adversity is real right now. It's really hard to deal with when it's just nothing's working. I spent like 5 or 6 hours today, and then probably 3 yesterday. So we're almost up to 10 hours at figuring this thing out. And then with my leg hurting, it's just not a fun time. So good morning. Had pretty good sleep. I was awoken by the wake up crew here. Usually I spend my mornings doing some stretching, and I've got my power bank here, my EcoFlow. If I ever see like a pagoda thing like this in a park, a really big one like this, then usually there's a power plug. Well, that's the first time that's actually happened. It doesn't work. So I guess they shut off the power, which sucks. Every single park up until this point has always worked. There's a couple plug things, but there's no plugs on them here. So I think this park is a bust, but oh well. So I went for a run today. It was 2.5 kilometers, and I was in grimacing pain, and it just kind of like became overwhelming with all the, I don't know, losing like 10 hours to fixing my hard drives, and it's like my body's hurting, and I'm all the way out here, and it's just like I'm here to hike mountains and film, not be grimacing on a 2-kilometer run. My heart was telling me I need to come out here and do this, and this is what I want to do in life. I guess I've just been feeling the weight of the project, and like, I don't know. It seems like everywhere I go here, I just see like happy couples, and people are married with a kid and this and that, and it's all things I don't have, or I haven't been able to get, and that I want. I mean, if I could turn off the switch and not want that, that would be a heck of a lot easier, but that's just what's programmed in my DNA. And I guess it's a weird, I had a dream a couple of nights ago where I had like met the absolute perfect woman and she cherished me and all this kind of stuff. And I never had felt that before, and I felt it in a dream. And like, I don't even know what to think about that. Like, I woke up feeling so like fulfilled that I'd been cherished so much I'd never experienced in my life. So it's, I don't know, some stuff to unpack there, but just what's going on behind me here. Look at these two lovebirds. As I cook here in my vehicle like a sweet Sunday biscuit, I realize that now I'm getting into the bigger objective, so I'll be doing bigger mountains soon. But I'm also realizing as I upload some of these videos, which are super popular hikes, if they don't do well, then I'm gonna have to resort to plan B, which is doing some really risky stuff. Because YouTube, right? You put up the thumbnail half hanging off a cliff and people click on it. So, you know, nothing like risking your life for success. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's better than starving, so. So let's go check out Salt Lake, and there's a peak there. I'm gonna see, maybe I can go up there. Depends. It's not really a trail. It's just bushwhacking up rattlesnake territory. So let's go check it out. All right, so I made it to Great Salt Lake State Park. Surprisingly, the mountains behind me here are incredible. There's a bunch of refineries and stuff on there. I was wondering why people didn't hike these, or there wasn't any trails on all trails. That would be why. There's a bunch of weird refineries, but the one I'm gonna try to go up, Lake Point, is on the end of that one there. We'll see what we can do, but first off, let's check out the Salt Lake here, because this is a pretty awesome landscape. Some of the locals are looking at me like I'm a little bit crazy with all the sun gear, but it comes down to it, sunburn sets me back 4 days. It's not worth it. So it's hot out here right now, and it's even hotter out on the salt flats. So basically there's this long rock wall and a viewpoint and a gift shop, bathroom. That's basically it. There's a $5 admission fee. A lot of people notice we're parking over at that mosque and then just walking in, and you can avoid the $5 fee. I was thinking of doing that, but once I get up here, I want to get some shots on these rocks and stuff. So it's worth it for me, but if you want to save a few bucks, you can park over there. So the ground is soft. It's also kind of crunchy. I guess whenever you step on the salt, it's crunchy, and the rest of it's like this soft kind of mud. I don't know. There's a salt pile ahead of me. Let's go up there and see what that looks like up close. Smells so bad. Smells like egg farts. You know, if everyone's got one of those friends that rips those egg farts. That's what this smells like. I did a big circle around this puddle of sludge. So I don't want to sink my shoes into that stuff. Here's a pile of salt. This is a weird place. I haven't had eggs in 7 years, and it takes me right back. It smells like stinky eggs. So let's touch this lake and see what it feels like. Let's put your bets out here. Is this going to be warm or cold? Is it going to stink like salt and stinky eggs? Oh, it's not cold. It's not warm. It's warm. It's definitely warm than cold. Yeah. It surprisingly doesn't smell like eggs. Alrighty, I made it to the base of this thing. It's called Lake Peak, or Lake Point. We're gonna test it out. I got my gaiters, my heavy boots on and stuff. We'll see if I feel comfortable, because it's basically a bushwhack up there. If I see any sort of snaky snake, I'm just gonna bail on this one. If this was back home, this would be easy peasy, but a little different here. So I saw someone on All Trails had their own track going straight up there. I'm already off track. I'm following this road because I don't want to step into that stuff. So we'll head up here and see what we think. So a bit of a bust up here. First off, there's a zillion power lines. I don't know why there's so many. I can still fly here, but I have to pick a spot where I can go straight up to maximum ceiling, 400 feet, and then go over. But there's a bigger problem. There's a yellow sign there. I'm pretty darn sure it says no trespassing. I like to keep it clean. I do everything by the book here on my channel. All my drone flights are by the book. There's no fudging in shots. And I don't want to be going and promoting going on private property. It's probably city owned, who knows. So my next stop is I'm gonna go down to Provo. I might spend the night there. I don't know, we'll have to see. So I'll catch up with you on another adventure. See you tomorrow.